Welcome back to my channel. This hallway will look a little familiar to you if you watched my introduction to the woodshop video. This is our garage that has many uses, but housing our vehicles is not one of them. If you remember, this is the door to the woodshop, and outside that door is this shelving unit that holds my cheese cave. Now, a cheese cave is any cool, humid space used for aging or preserving cheese. It can be anything from an actual cave to a refrigerated warehouse to an in-home wine cooler, which is what I have. I have a very limited repertoire of cheeses that I make, and I'm definitely not an accomplished cheesemaker. So if you're interested in some very well done instructional videos, Jennifer Murch and Gavin Weber are two of my favorite for information and inspiration. I'll leave links to their channels in the video description box. And this is where I store my molds, wax, cheesecloth, and other cheese-making equipment. The cheeses I make the most are Parmesan, Romano, Mozzarella, Buda-Casa, and Gouda. I also make cultured cream cheese, quark, and sour cream. I've tried my hand at cheddar, Derby, Monterey Jack, Drunken Cow, and Colby. However, I've had less success with those, mainly because of texture issues. Nonetheless, I really enjoy making cheese, and I thought you might like to see my very small-scale cheese-making setup. I used to wax all of my cheeses, but a few years ago I switched over to using my vacuum sealer, which is much easier, faster, not as messy, and I can see what's going on at any time during the aging process. January and February of last year, I turned 55 gallons of milk into cheese and stored it all in this little wine cooler, which is, of course, my cheese cave. An important piece of cheese-making equipment is a cheese press, and there are many options available to purchase. My husband made this one for me, and it works beautifully. Also, a good cheese-making guide or cookbook is essential. I'll leave an Amazon link to my go-to book and a few other items in the video description box. Nearly everything you need for making cheese can be ordered from the New England Cheesemaking Supply Company, which is where I get my cultures and rennet and lipase and calcium chloride. Other equipment I use for making cheese are large stainless steel pots, thermometers, stainless steel skimmer or spoon for mixing, a cheese harp for cutting horizontal curd, a curd knife for cutting vertical curd, and reed mats and other miscellaneous things for the drying process. Now, before I start making cheese to restock my cheese cave, I will redress wheels that need to be cleaned of mold, and I'll package cheese that's ready, and I'll wipe down the inside of my cheese cave. To redress the wheels of cheese, I use white vinegar and a paper towel to gently remove the mold, and then I'll wash the wheel in a salt brine, which prohibits mold growth. I'm careful to sanitize all of my work surfaces and equipment before I start this process, and I also sanitize my hands between handling of each wheel. And now that these wheels are redressed with a fresh coat of brine, I will place them on a rack and let them dry with a fan on them for a couple of hours before I repackage them. hobby cheesemaking setup is not comprehensive, and it is definitely small scale, but I'm able to make a lot of cheese every year. So if you've been interested in making cheese, I hope you found this introduction to my cheese cave inspiring. I am working on a video where I make some cheese, and I hope to have that out soon, so stay tuned for some cheese making. Thanks for watching.